the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 9. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Leo.
The tight end in motion right. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal. This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jets.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Etienne once more.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played all pretty well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jamal Agnew, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Cam.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll get 34 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, open man is Uzama. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 5.
Wilson. Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Wilson will throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he stopped immediately there. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Going to look deep for Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson able to connect with Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 32 yards. And the Jets have flipped it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready, set. Hey,
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Lawrence on first down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The partner under the lights in playing time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.